We get so caught up in this American mindset that we are good enough and we are strong enough and there's nothing that life can throw at us that we cannot take down, we cannot tackle on our own. And we weren't made that way. What's up, guys? I'm Nate. Here's today's topic. God will never give you more than you can handle. This is a phrase that probably, if you stepped into a church at least once in your life, you've heard this one before. This is one of the most popular Christianese phrases that gets thrown around the moment something bad happens in a church setting. If hardship hits somebody's life, make sure let's go over there and tell him, look, brother, God will never give you more than you can handle. You are strong enough. You are smart enough. You are wise enough. You can handle this. So go get it done. And I think there's value to the sentiment there. The idea that God is carefully watching over each of our lives, which I think is true. The idea that He's allowing us to go to only the safe places and not allowing us to go to any place that's too much for our strength to be able to handle. But the problem is that God never actually said any of that. If you read the Bible, God multiple times allows people to go through situations that are too much for them to handle. In fact, even further than that, there are many instances in the Bible in which God gives an individual a task to do, responsibilities to handle that are too much for them. Things that they are massively underqualified for, things that take too much strength than they have, and more wisdom and more intelligence than they have. We all know the story of Moses, right? You have God appearing to this guy in a miraculous way in a burning bush, and giving this guy a ridiculously insane task to handle. He says, I want you to go to the king, to the monarch of the most powerful nation in the world right now, to the God King Pharaoh himself, and I want you to tell him, hey, those people who have been your slaves and are helping your kingdom to be a thriving place, I want you to let them go because they're my people and I have plans for them. He says, just march right on up to Pharaoh and say, God says let the people go, so let them go. And Moses, I think, does what any of us would do in this situation and go, whoa, 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 I think you got the wrong guy here. I'm not qualified for this. I'm not smart enough to do this. I'm not good with talking. He says, God, you got the wrong guy. And this is where I think normally we would kind of, with this God will never give you more than you can handle thing, expect God to kind of speak encouraging words to Moses. Like, no, Moses, you got this, man. No, Moses, look, I created you with an incredible destiny and you are so smart, Moses, and you're so wise and you're so strong and you can do this. I will never give you more than you can handle, Moses. No, God does not say that. In fact, God not only doesn't offer any kind of consoling words to Moses, any kind of encouraging words to Moses, God seems to almost acknowledge that Moses is right. He says, oh, okay, no, you're right, Moses. I mean, you're not the wrong man for the job, but you're certainly nothing special. But here's what God does say. I will be with you. He doesn't say, no, Moses, you are the best man for the job. No, Moses, you are strong and you are smarter than Pharaoh and you will be able to overcome these incredibly stacked odds. No, God says, none of that matters, Moses. I will be with you. I will be with you in this. The thing that I'm calling you to, the thing that I'm allowing you to step into, I am with you. And while we may not be all that strong or all that smart or all that wise, God is. God is that smart. He is that wise. He is that intelligent. He is that capable while we are incapable. So the fact of the matter is that God will sometimes give you more than you can handle. God will sometimes allow you to walk into situations that are too much for you, but He's never going to give you more than you can handle with Him. And there's a distinction there, because He will give us plenty of things that are too great for our strength alone, but He's never going to give you something that's too great for His strength and for His intelligence and for His wisdom and for His love and for His capability. See, we are not strong enough for most of the situations that life throws at us. But with God, we can do all things as He strengthens us. Because God is our strength, not us. God Himself, if you look at the Apostle Paul, who is one of the smartest, one of the strongest, one of the most intelligent people, I think, who has ever been a part of the Christian faith, even that guy had to come to a point in 2 Corinthians chapter 12 where he was brought low and where he saw his weakness and where he said, God, would you please restore my strength to me? And God said, no, my grace is sufficient for you because my power is made perfect in weakness. You know, I think sometimes we get in our own way. Sometimes I think we get so caught up in this American mindset that we are good enough and we are strong enough and there's nothing that life can throw at us that we cannot take down, we cannot tackle on our own. And we weren't made that way. That mindset, even in Christianity, even in the church, we stumble over ourselves when we start telling each other, God will never give me more than I can handle. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. You can't do it on your own. With God, you can. And that is such an important distinction. That's such an important difference between this I am strong enough ideology, this I am strong enough mentality, and the God is strong enough mentality. And I may be weak, but He is strong, and He can be strong through me if I can get out of my own way and let Him work and keep my eyes on Him. So will God ever give you more than you can handle? Yes. God will sometimes allow you to go through pain and hardship that is so much more than you can handle on your own. Because sometimes we need to be shaken out of this mentality that we are strong enough. And I think sometimes we need to see our weakness so that we can begin to see His strength. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you found this encouraging, please like the video and please subscribe to the channel, because every single week we'll have another video just like this aimed to encourage you and to speak truth into your life. For me, I've really found that if I can get a consistent flow of truth and encouragement into my mind, that everything else plays out differently throughout my day. Paul says that we're to be transformed in our lives by the renewal of our minds. And that renewal of our minds only happens when we expose our minds to what is true and what is good and what is worthy. So please subscribe to the channel and share this with a friend of yours who you think might need to hear this message. As always, God bless.